أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين اللهم يسر ولا تعسر رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Today we're starting all over again تعليم المتعلم طريق التعلم, teaching students of knowledge how to seek knowledge. So it's just like the way you teach kids how to use the toilet. That is the same way how people need to learn how to study before they even get into the environment of studies. It is very important to acknowledge this book was written almost 800 years ago. When you look at the information that Zarnuji spoke about in Ta'lim al-Muta'allim, you will be amazed. It's more or less like he was looking at our lifestyle today and talking about it. So we don't want to go much into details of that, but one important thing that is catchy of this particular book is normally when you get a book, any book that is authored, one important thing is there will be muqaddimah. Muqaddimah is where the person will introduce themselves or someone will introduce the writer and talk about their lifestyle. And then we get the muqaddimah of the book where you talk about what the book is going to be talking about. This book, apart from telling us the writer of the book, nothing about him was written. Nothing at all. But that nothing that was not written translated the meaning of the book, which is it's not about him talking about himself. The aim of the book is to teach people to be humble. And that is the best example of this book being used as I talk to you today. This book is being used in one of the top universities in the world, like the Zad Academy uses this book. Saudi Arabia, there is a scholar, one of the khatib, the imams of the masjid. He also translates this book in the masjid. Everywhere you go, all around the world, this book is being utilized. But the writer, nothing much was spoken about him. And what he's going to teach us in this book will then let you understand with that benefit that people take from this book. And the person is somewhere apart from his name, nothing. It tells you, if you are humble, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raise you up. Some years back, scholars will even say, oh, he used some hadith in the book, it's a weak hadith. But coming back and saying that regardless of whether hadith is weak or not, he taught you, even if you want to be rich, how can you be a rich person? Not only knowledge, how to be a good person in any environment you find yourself, this book will teach you. And inshallah, if Allah help us to go through the book, page by page, line by line, hopefully, inshallah, with the help of Allah, we'll be able to understand and it will change some or sort of perceptions that we have about ourselves. I remember when we were kids, when scholars teach this book, there's another book that they teach called Zabura. Is more or less like a connection or more or less selection of some sayings in the book of Dawood alayhi salam. Okay, that book and this book, and there's another book that normally when people study that before they involve themselves in seeking knowledge, they tend to be very humble to the extent that no matter how much they know, you don't see them acting as they are scholars or something like that. They are the people, when they read the Quran, you see them crying because they are telling themselves what Allah is telling them. They are not reading the Quran and referring the meaning to anyone at the time of the Prophet or no. Anytime they read, they refer to themselves whether they're really good people or not. And these are the ideas we want to derive from as Muslims. We want to be humble. We want to put ourselves in front of Allah with that humbleness so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will then raise us up instead of we trying to portray, we know like what Shaitan did. He was too proud and that made him Shaitan today. We don't want to be part of that. May Allah forgive us and protect us from that. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. It started by saying, Alhamdulillahi alladhi faddala bani Adam bil ilmi. Alhamdulillah alladhi faddala bani Adam bil ilmi. Thank God to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or all praise due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who faddala bani Adam, the one that has taken the children of Adam, the one that has raised the children of Adam in terms of status, but not because of anything that they have, but rather بالعلم. الذي فضل بني آدم بالعلم here أي وفضلناهم على كثير ممن خلقنا تفضيلا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we have indeed raised the status of the children of Adam, or we raised them above most of what we have created. So human being we're talking about here, Allah has raised children of Adam and given us power, bil ilmi, not because of anything, but rather He used knowledge to do that. And how can you prove that? You can see what happened between Adam alayhi salam and the angels. This is a straight proof that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creating Adam alayhi salam, being a new creation in front of the angels, they will know everything, and Adam will be someone who is ignorant. But rather, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He told them that there's going to be a test between them and Adam alayhi salam, they are looking at Adam. He was just created yesterday. How can he know better? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, knowing that, He secluded Adam alayhi salam and taught him new things that the angels have no idea. And then He brought Adam alayhi salam and the angels and said, okay, come and prove. Because when I was going to create Adam, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa, I'm going to create someone or vicegerent to be my representative on earth. The angels said, Ataj'alu fiha man yufsidu fiha wa yasfiku dima. Are you going to bring someone on earth who is going to commit mischief, shed blood, and do all these sort of horrible things? وَنَحْنُ نُسَبِّهُ بِحَمْدِكَ, while we are praising you and thanking you in all aspects? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told them, إِنِّي أَعْلَمُ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ, I know what you don't know. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam alayhi salam, He has to prove to them that really Adam deserved to be on earth as He promised. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala presented something that the angels don't have idea about. And He brought them and said, come and tell me the names of these things if you have any proof or if you have any idea. They looked at it, they say, Ya Allah, we don't know anything except what you've taught us. So He said to Adam, Adam, inform them about that. Adam will say, this is how we use it, this is how, it's just like saying, this is a book, we write in it, this is a spoon, we eat with it. That is how Adam alayhi salam was answering the questions, and they were amazed. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then told them, prostrate to Adam to show respect as he has won in this challenge. So فَضَّلَ بَنِي آدَمَ بِالْإِلْمِ, Allah made the children of Adam above most of His creation, not because of beauty, not because of any power, but bil-ilmi, with knowledge. So the knowledge that Adam alayhi salam possessed, that is what made the angels respect him. So the writer is saying, I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All praise due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who is this Allah? He said, الَّذِي فَضَّلَ بَنِي آدَمَ بِالْإِلْمِ, the one that has raised the children of Adam above most of his creation, bil-ilmi, with knowledge. Knowledge also is not anything if there's no work. Bil-ilmi wal-amal, which means that if you have knowledge but you don't act upon that knowledge, it's of no benefit. You know, it's haram to insult and you are insulting people. It's of no benefit. You know, it's haram to curse and you are cursing. It's of no benefit. The moment you have the knowledge, it becomes haram on you. That is what we call kufr. When you look at the Bani Israel at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, because they already previously had a prophet, so they know more about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than the Arabs at that time. So because of their knowledge about prophethood and the signs of the last prophet, when he came and they disobeyed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then called them kuffar. So kafir is someone who sees something good or something that is important and he hid it so that others cannot see. That is the meaning of kufr. So a farmer can be called kafir. Why a farmer kafir? Because the seed is important. He knows the seed is important. He dug and then put it under. That is the meaning of kufr. So وَلَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ مَا عَرَفُوا, when the Jew, what they knew came to them, what did they know? They know the sign of the prophet. They have all ideas about him. وَلَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ مَا عَرَفُوا. When what they knew came to them, كَفَرُوا بِهِ. They disobeyed. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here has given us He has raised us above other creation because of knowledge and working with the knowledge. If you have the knowledge, you have to act upon it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of Qiyamah will punish a person who has knowledge and did not utilize the knowledge more than the one who has no idea. Or even the ignorant person will not be even punished at all because they have no clue. But you knew and you decided not to act upon it, you will be penalized for that. Now, Alhamdulillah alladhi faddala bani Adam bil ilmi wal amal ala jami' al alam. So all this praise ala jami' al alam, Allah has raised us upon all other creation. Upon all other creation. Look at it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the opportunity. We can tame a wild animal. A young child can be controlling thousands of cows or what? Sheep by himself. It is power that Allah has given us and we know how to control them. Okay? وَالصَّلَاةُ وَالسَّلَامُ أو وَالصَّلَاةُ عَلَى مُحَمَّدٍ. And also we send salutations to the Prophet Muhammad. It's like you asking, who is this Muhammad? He said, Sayyid al-Arab wal-Ajam. He is the leader of Arab. The Muhammad we say, Ya Allah, send salutations to him. He is the leader of Arab. Not only Arab, wal-Ajam, and also those that are not Arabs. Okay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He Himself made mention of this, and also the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us, Ana Sayyidu waladi Adam wala fakhar. I am the leader of children of Adam, and not because I'm boasting, because Allah has given me that leadership. So he said, we thank Allah and we send salutations to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This Muhammad is Sayyid al-Arab, the leader of Arab, wal-Ajam, and also non-Arabs. Wa ala alihi. This salutation that we seek from Allah, wa ala alihi, it should also go to alihi, i.e. the family of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who are Muslims, not all his family, those that are only Muslims. All right? Yanabi'il ulu wa ashabihi, and also his companions. These companions, he described them by saying, Yanabi'il ulum wal hikam. They are those. Well, when we say yanabi', yanabi', like when you get, we have yambu, something that is coming out, like water gushing out of the ground. You say, you can use the word yambu. So he said, Yanabi'il ulum. These companions of the Prophet are those who are spreading, they are coming out with the knowledge that they took from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wal hikam, and also with wisdom. Wabad. After that, now he's going to tell us why is he writing this book. فَلَمَّا رَأَيْتُ كَثِيرًا مِنْ طُلَّابِ الْعِلْمِ. When I saw lots of students of knowledge, he is telling us. When I saw most of students of knowledge, fi zamanina, in our time. Listen to this carefully. We're talking about 700, 800 years back. يَجِدُونَ إِلَى الْإِلْمِ. They are striving, doing their best, all that they can, seeking knowledge. They spend time, energy, they travel one village to the other, not because of anything, just to seek knowledge. When I saw students at our time, they are striving to seek knowledge. وَلَا يَصِلُونَ. But they don't achieve the knowledge. They don't get it. They strive, they spend time, months, years. They leave their family. They go and farm, working for the scholar. They work in their farms. They wash their, clean their, everything, do everything for the scholars. Spend time with them. But still they don't get the knowledge. أَوْ مِن مَنَافِعِهِ. Or they will get the knowledge, but they don't get the benefit of the knowledge. Getting the knowledge is one thing. Getting the benefit of the knowledge is another thing. There are people, wallah, if they sit down and tell you what they know, when they sit down and tell you how much they studied, certificates that they acquired, the books that they read and memorized, and you look at them, they are very petty. First of all, no one even recognized them for them to even benefit from them. Secondly, their life has gone totally opposite of what they know. Why? Because there's no benefit in that knowledge. Another thing that these people who are seeking knowledge are missing was thamaratihi. They don't get the fruits of the knowledge. So when you have knowledge, you need to it should be beneficial. Beneficial means it has to be beneficial to you as a person, and the thamar, the fruits of the knowledge also needs to what? People around you should be able to acknowledge it. Because as we will see later, if you have knowledge, the knowledge by itself will decorate you. You don't need to say, I am such and such person. When you sit among people, people will come and look around without opening your mouth. They will know this is the knowledgeable one. Why? Because the knowledge itself is a decoration for those who has it. You don't need to say. It's not about how do you dress. No. If really the knowledge you have is beneficial, in any setting, be the dirtiest person in their community, people will see you and they can acknowledge that this person is knowledgeable. You don't need to say it. You don't need to prove anything. Because knowledge is sifa. Al-ilmu sifatun. Knowledge by itself is sifa. It's one of the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So for that matter, if you possess it, it will show. It will show. So he said that those people that I've seen in my time, they did all they could, but they did not get the benefit. They didn't get the knowledge, or they don't get the benefit of the knowledge, or they get the knowledge, but there is no, the fruit of the knowledge, they miss it. Why is it so? Because وَهِيَ عَمَلُ بِهِ وَالنَّشْرِ. The benefit, the fruit of the knowledge is for you to act upon the knowledge, and also what? To spread the knowledge across. So if you have the knowledge but people are not benefiting from it, it means that you have not followed the ways in which a person has to seek knowledge. That is why we have lots of scholars around. But how many have time, or people even can, feel like I want to study under such a person? How many? All right, so those are the idea. Yuhramun. When we say yuhramun, bimana, they are being denied this aspect of knowledge, of benefit, and also the fruit of the knowledge. They are being denied that. The reason that all this is happening is lima annahum akhta'u tara'iqahu, because they have missed the ways of seeking knowledge. Knowledge has a way that you have to seek it. If you don't follow it that way, you will not get it. Everything has its own way. Now you go out here and you are going to the city, but you head this way. Will you arrive to your destination? You are already lost. So anyone that is lost will not reach his destination. So the problem here is these people are lost. They have lost the ways of seeking knowledge. لما أنهم أخطأوا طرائقه وتركوا شرائطه, and they have left the conditions of seeking knowledge. They not only missed the way, they've also left the conditions of seeking knowledge. وكل من أخطأ الطريق ضل, and anyone that has missed the way, of course, is lost. Anyone that has lost the way, of course, that person is lost. ولا ينال المقصود, he will not get what he is seeking for. قل, even if it's small, أو جل, or big. So now, to conclude today's lesson, أردت وأحببت, I want and I will love أن أبين لهم, to show them طريق العلم, the way of seeking knowledge. How will I do that? على ما رأيت, from what I have seen, في الكتب, in the books, وسمعت, and what I've heard, من أساتذة أولي العلم, or من أساتذة أولي العلم. All are correct. In some books it will say أساتذة, from what I've seen, what I've heard, what I've read from my teachers, those who have knowledge. So in the book he will be quoting people and say, this is what such a person said, this is what such a person said. That's how he's going to go with the book. Ulil ilmi wal hikam. So I'm going to give you from what I've read and also what I've heard from my teachers or scholars of knowledge that came before me. Why am I doing this? To boast? To feel like I'm amazed, I know better? No. Raja and Dua Ali, hoping that when you benefit from the book, you will pray for me. min al-raghibin, with also with hopes in it. Al-mukhlis, al-mukhlisin, with sincerity. بالفوز والإخلاص في يوم الدين, so that hopefully I'll be among those that will also succeed on the day of Qiyamah. بعد ما استخرت الله تعالى فيه, after I seek Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's help and selection. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help me to be able to present this book. So that is where we're going to stop, inshallah. Next week we will continue on Friday, is it? On Friday, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.